School Committee to order on August 20th at 6:30 p.m. I'd like to read the Douglas Public Schools mission statement. The Douglas Public Schools offer a diverse learning experience that meet the academic, social, physical, and emotional needs of all of our students. We provide a safe, supportive, and challenging learning environment in which students may achieve academic success and personal growth. Decisions are made in the best interest of our students. Before we begin, I'd like to do a roll call of all the school committee members that are present, please, since we're online.
Meg Rodson here.
Becky DeMarco here.
Julia Lagerholm here.
Heather Morin present. Anybody here for student representative?
We do not have anyone today.
And then anyone here for public comment? I don't think so.
Nope.
I'm not seeing. Okay. Then, any old business?
No old business.
Moving on to new business and the superintendent's report, please.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. First thing on the agenda, some good news. Back in the early winter, late winter, we filed a statement of interest with the MSBA, the Massachusetts School Building Authority, to be part of the accelerated project to put a new roof and windows in the primary school. We made it to the second round of the process. Now, before people get too excited, there were 99 schools that applied. There are now 96 in the second round of the process. But I'm happy to say that we made the second round. The MSBA did a phone interview with us 3 weeks ago. And then last week, they came out on Thursday to tour the primary school. They went up on the roof, they toured the building, they looked at the windows inside and out, and they took a bunch of pictures. One part they need to decide whether or not we're going to go on to the next step, which we'll find out the end of October. Their board meeting is October 29th, and we should know a week before that if we've made it. Is they needed a letter of assurance from the town to fund the project. So in partnership with Mr. Wojcik, he actually wrote the MSBA a letter 2 weeks ago. And what he stated in the letter was that should we be accepted to the project, he would put a warrant article on the fall town meeting to fund the schematic design of the project. And if depending on what the timing was, he would then put another warrant article for the annual town meeting in May to help fund the project. So they needed a letter of assurance that if we went through the process, there was actually a commitment from the town to help fund it. So I'm very grateful for Mr. Wojcik for putting that together and for presenting that to the MSBA. And again, we'll know more the end of October, but I'm just thrilled to know that we made it to that next round and the fact that the town's willing to support it at both the fall and then the annual town meeting to fund it. Any questions on that?
No, that is awesome news. I'm sorry I had to come off unmuted. That is awesome news, right? Because obviously we know that the primary school, if anybody spent any time up there, you know how old the building is. It's in remarkable shape, but does need to have some, maintenance stuff, and a roof is a big deal that they need to do, as well as the windows. So kudos for us for making the first cut, and we'll see where we go from here.
We'll see where we go. Awesome. Thank you for that. Next is a follow-up to the school committee retreat. For those of you who may be watching at home, we met the end of June. We had a great meeting. It was representatives of the school committee. We had members of the teachers union and members of the paraprofessional and our administrative team. And what we did is we put things into 6 buckets: academic excellence, social emotional well-being, professional culture, family and community engagement, operational and fiscal responsibility. And through a process that took about 4 hours, we ended up coming up with a rough draft of a value and belief statement for the school committee, and then action steps to put those in place. So what we did is after the meeting, I took all the notes, all the stickies, all the things that we did, and tried to pull that all together into one coherent document, which is what you have in front of you. I circulated that to everyone to see if what I have written down accurately represents the work that we did, and no one replied in the negative. Then again, no one replied in the affirmative either, but it looks like this accurately represents the work that we did. So if the committee is amenable to it, what I would propose is that I'll retype this up, use some Canva and make it look nice, that we could post it and share it out publicly. But then what I'd like to do is, because we ran out of time at that meeting, I do need to write my goals for the year with your approval, and we also need to decide what the in the 4 standards, what I would be evaluated on for this coming year. So I wanted to wait until you felt comfortable with this document, and then I would base my goals and my proposal and our discussion at our next school committee meeting based off of this.
Any comments from the school committee members?
Yes, through the chair, if that's okay.
Yep.
So I just want to take a moment to talk about our retreat. I thought it was really nice to have such a well-rounded representation of so many stakeholders within the buildings. And it was, as always, when you get together, you can't help but have a little fun. And there was laughter, but there was some real serious discussion. And I do think that what you have put out to us, Paul, excuse me, Superintendent Vieira, and what I'm looking at right now does encompass what we discussed. Honestly, what we discussed was a really big list and like so many great things. If only we could, I mean, I know this is a boiled down version, but it is, I think, a nice combination of what we discussed. So it is just, I think it's so much more rich this year. It's rich every year, right? But just having all the different opinions and ideas and the back and forth. So I'm really looking forward to the goals and what we should focus on for your evaluation. But this is such a great base. So thank you to everybody who participated. And I hope going forward that we have more workshops like that, because I can see some real great progress.
Yeah, I agree with Julia. I just want to say, Dr. Vieira, great job putting that all together. We went from a slew of messy sticky notes to this incredible document that I thought really captured almost pretty much everything we talked about. So you did a really great job, and I'm really happy with this.
Thank you.
Becky, anything?
I mean, Julia and Meg really did justice by explaining the process, and I couldn't be happier. Thank you so much for including me. And I just want to say that I'm just anxiously waiting to see your goals, and I'm sure that they're going to be amazing.
Thank
So
you. Appreciate that.
wholeheartedly appreciate everything that you did to include us, and it was a wonderful day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry I missed it. I had a family emergency. But if I had been there, some of my observations have been already included into this. So I'm glad to see that people we're all, while there's various stakeholders we had in the room, we all identified some of the things that I thought is valuable. So I appreciate everybody doing the hard work, because it's a lot, right? And like when you're doing those stickies and then boiling it down to what's the common denominator and coming back with this document, when I read it, I was like, wow, thank you so much for everybody for their time and your efforts in doing this. So really appreciate it. And I can't wait to figure out where do we go from here. But I'd be looking for a motion to approve these goals that we have set forth of the academic excellence and our beliefs. I'd be looking for a motion to approve.
Motion to approve, Becky DeMarco.
Second,
Motion
Meg
made-
Robson.
So, motion made by Becky, second by Meg. Roll call vote, please.
Meg Robson, aye.
Becky DeMarco, aye.
Julia Lagerholm, aye.
Heather Moore and I. Thanks so much.
All right. Just a brief update on the start of the school year, and I'll have principals present on September 3rd. But obviously, we start Monday. I would like to invite everyone on the committee to convocation on Monday at 8 a.m. Our keynote speaker is Pam Garamoni. She is a motivational speaker, and I'll read you now just her brief bio. Here, unless I already, here we go. Pam is an award-winning speaker who presents positive psychology, the science of happiness to students, educators, and corporate and community employees. She's a former elementary school teacher, basketball and softball coach, and was the executive director of a nonprofit organization. Through professional training and meaningful personal practices, Pam has found that the smallest changes make the biggest difference. You can truly become happier through the development of a new mindset and simple yet powerful exercises. Pam has shared her insights with thousands of stressed out and overburdened youth and adults who have learned that feeling happier is simple when you practice happy habits. So Pam will be speaking to our staff this year. Love to have the committee join us. We're starting off with some surprise students to start off the day. Mr. Marco's son may be one of them, but we shall see if that's true or not true. But if you love, we'd love to have you there for it. In terms of staffing, we are almost fully staffed. We are waiting on one waiver through the Department of Education for one teacher on a license. The individual who approves the waivers, we sent it out about a week and a half ago. He was starting a 2-week vacation, so he farmed his work out to a colleague who's doing double duty. So we hope to have that done. We were almost fully staffed with paraprofessionals. I believe we were one short. And then the last 3 days, we had 2 paraprofessionals get teaching jobs, which is upsetting for us, but awesome for them. That's great. And then we had one who just resigned today. So we're in the process of doing that. So that's where we are to start the year. Again, we're having a luncheon on Friday with the custodians and the administrative team. We've done a great job getting ready for the year. It's really refreshing and takes a big load off my back that we have good people who know what they need to do to get the schools ready to start the school year, and we will be ready to rock and roll on Monday.
Dr. Vera, will we get an invite for the speaker on Monday? Will we, just so we know where it is and all of that?
I'll send out an invite, but it is Monday at 8 a.m. in the high school auditorium.
Okay.
But I'll send out something a little more formal tomorrow. And then lastly, is our new school website and the app. We went live on July 1, still going through some growing pains with it, trying to figure it out. But we started advertising with families on Monday, I believe it was August 1st, 2nd, 3rd. We have already 1,000 downloads of the app as of about 3-4 days ago. So that will continue building. We'll continue to push that out. So we're just excited. I think we had some like 750 through the App Store and 400 through Android users, and we're just continuing to do it. One of the great things about the website is that on the back end, the way we share information, we can type in a message and with a click of a button, select live feed, Facebook, Instagram, text message, and email. So instead of having to do it through 6 different platforms, we can push the information out through all those platforms on one screen, which is great. Again, still learning to navigate the screens a little bit, but I'm happy with it. It's really, really easy to use. And if you go on the homepage, you can see the news, you can see the live feed. We're moving away from X or Twitter to Instagram, which is the new thing, I guess. So, trying to do that, and again, really happy with it, and really trying to make sure that the calendar is up to date to make sure that people have good information. Again, principals and their admin assistants are still on the back end figuring out how to use that because they want to populate their pages with a lot of information, but a lot of what principals are putting on their home pages, we don't need on the district page. So it's figuring out those different clicks and everything, but we'll work through it. But it looks awesome, and a huge thank you to the tech department who made it work. Any questions on the app or the webpage?
No, I just want to commend you. I am jealous as a educator myself. It is amazing. I've already downloaded it, and I caught a mistake. I thought that school supply drop off was next week. It is this coming, not this Friday, but the following Friday. So, thank you. It's working well, and I really appreciate the positive communication. I think that it's really just making it so much easier for the community to communicate with the Douglas Public School System, and I really appreciate that.
Awesome, thank you. And I think the text, people said they really appreciate for information, the text message. You know, you can go to the website, but you have to remember to go to the website. But everyone loves a good, quick text message to say, I think I said something today about the bus routes. Bus routes are out. So we did an email and we did a text, and then you just have to go to the website to check it out. And then principals are going to share the same message with their buildings tomorrow.
Becky,
And
did you say school supply drop off is not this Friday? I thought it was this Friday.
I'm sorry. Yes, this Friday for elementary school. I thought it was next Friday. It is this Friday.
Okay, yeah. I think middle school too this Friday. I don't know about the other two.
I might have misspoke when I said that, but that's what I meant.
I'm just making sure I got my calendar
Yeah,
right.
all I knew was I had the day wrong, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's like this Friday."
well, it's on the it's on the new webpage.
It was excellent. Thank you. And we got you. There was definitely there was a test message also that went out today through text message. It
Yeah,
was like test, and I was very happy to receive that because, as you said, it's so much easier for parents to get a quick text message update than it is to like remind ourselves personally to check the website or blogs or Google Classroom. So I'm very happy to be in the know.
yeah. And even like when we did the bus thing today, I didn't want to post bus routes on Instagram with addresses and everything, so we didn't do that. And then to be honest, I couldn't figure out how to do all the attachments for a text message with all the bus routes. So that's why you have to go to the website to do it. So again, we're still learning the back end of it, but it's awesome.
It's a step in the right direction. So
Correct. And
kudos to the IT team. Please
Yeah.
let them know that we are very appreciative because we know it's a heavy lift.
And they'll be coming to, I think, our second meeting in September to talk a little bit more about that and some other stuff they've done. And that's all I have for tonight.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Moving over to the school committee and subcommittee, the accounts payable report. Becky?
Okay, so on warrant date 8/7 and 8/8, sorry, I don't know if you can hear that. My phone is going off. Warrant number 05 SCH26 and 05 SCHL26. There was a total warrant of 45,546.26 that it was signed and approved by me with no abnormalities at the time. I think that was the only one. I just wanted to make sure that the other one is not me. Nope, that's it. I signed that and everything was good.
Okay, and I signed warrant 06 SCH26 with a date of August 14th, 2025. There were 5 batches for a grand total of $52,148.16, and there was nothing wrong. Looked good. Looked great. Go team.
Thanks so much for you both coming in and signing.
Yeah, of course.
So nothing else. With that, we're going to move on to the consent agenda, and it's just reviewing and improving the meeting minutes. First one up is July 25th. If nobody has any issues, I'd be looking for a motion.
Motion to approve meeting minutes. Becky DeMarco,
What date?
July 25th.
Motion made by Becky, seconded by?
Meg?
Seconded by Meg. All those in favor? Roll call vote, sorry.
Becky DeMarco, aye.
Meg Rods and I.
Julia Lagerholm, aye.
Heather Moore and I. Thanks. And moving on to the August 4th meeting minutes.
Motion to approve August 4th meeting minutes. Becky DeMarco.
Motion made by Becky, seconded by
Meg?
Meg. Roll call vote, please.
Becky DeMarco, aye.
Meg Robson, I.
Julia Lagerholm, aye.
Heather Moore and I. Thanks. Moving over to the Assistant Superintendents of Business and Operations report for us.
Thank you. So there are no transfers and reclassifications tonight, but I did just want to share my training wheels have come off, so to speak. Thank you to Courtney very much for a great transition, a great 6-week transition. I was really lucky to have that. I've been on my own now for about 2 weeks. Almost 2 weeks now, and the community has been extremely welcoming to me. It's been really great working with the staff. I do have a little bit of good news that I wanted to share, hopefully, with those who are coming in to sign warrants. I understand as of right now, we cannot move to anything electronic, but I did want to say that we are committing to having all warrants done by Thursday at 4 p.m. You can come anytime Thursday after 4 up until 8 a.m. on Monday morning. So you will not receive a call from Michelle or from me. Please just know that they will be ready by 4 o'clock on Thursday and come on in and sign. Hopefully that will alleviate a little bit of the rush. I understand in the past that sometimes there was always kind of a scramble and a rush. So would like to work, hoping that will help out with the warrants. On the payroll side of it, I just wanted to report out that we are reviewing the possibility of being able to do this electronic. We're looking into it. I am working on this, and I will have an update for the next meeting.
Thank you so much. That step in the right direction. So we appreciate it. I know for us as school committee members, if somebody can't get there between Thursday after 4 and Monday, just shoot a text to me, and then I'll go in, or we'll phone a friend and figure it out, right? So just so that they have everything ready to go for Monday morning.
Great. And you have the pass keys. The buildings are open until 10.
Yep.
So it's hopefully this will broaden the time frames and lessen up the urgency.
Yep. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And that's all I had.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Any topics not anticipated?
That's it for tonight. I will say that I know we have a meeting the 3rd and the 17th. I think our string of short meetings might be coming to an end for September and October.
Yes.
But
Sadly.
we do have work. We do have things we need to accomplish and take care of. But I will prep with that. But that's all we have for tonight.
Awesome. So I'd be looking for a motion to adjourn.
So
I will
moved.
make that motion. Nope, Meg, I'm moving it.
I got it. I got you, girl. I'm second.
Motion made by Julia, seconded by Meg. Roll call vote, please.
Becky DeMarco, aye.
Meg Robson, I.
Julia Lagerholm, aye.
Heather Moore and I. Thank you so much.